Here's an example of why you do not post or paste directly into your editor here. So even though it looks like it's fine and displaying correctly here, when we look at the HTML over here, we see that a lot of things have been added to it. So this is we got divs, and it's called a poem top over here, which we don't have an attribute on our site for a poetry top. This is a poem I pasted in here from Poetry Foundation. As you can see, there's links in here to that. We have divs here, and we don't use the divs on our site in this particular way. And this is actually pretty gentle. So what you want to do instead is you want to post it into your text editor or notepad if you're using Word. Here. And remember, you're on tape. So we pasted it in here. Now this is going to remove all the excess code. So we're going to copy this here, and this is going to remove all the excess code. Let's go ahead and take all of this out here so we know it's going to be completely blank. Go into the visual, and now we're going to paste it. And so what we're going to go ahead and do here, so this was the name of the poem here, and we'll use this as the title. And as you can see, and that we'd probably want to have I probably want that there. All right, so now if you can notice, this right here didn't create an appropriate page name here. It just used a number. Had just hung up from talking to you. So that's going to be our new page name here on this. Now let's go ahead and look at the code. Okay, so we see everything is on there just fine. It looks much different than it did before. Let's go back over here and let's preview it. There you go. And now later when we go and we change everything, this right here will change, because we're going to change the text, how the fonts are laid out, how all of this stuff is laid out. So now if we make any site changes, because we allowed our system to, and we coded it in correctly, if we do make a change on this now, then it'll change. Whereas if we had defined all the HTML like it did when we originally pasted it in, this wouldn't change when we go back to change something. Okay, so let's go back. All right, so we are, let's go back over here to the posts. And we're going to go ahead and delete that because this site has nothing to do with, I had just hung up from talking to you. So we're going to go ahead and delete this draft. Move it to the trash. Okay, so there's one of the many, many reasons why you do not want to post directly into the editor. You want to post from your text, and then you want to make any of the design changes. Again, let's go ahead and go back. Oh. We're going to untrash this for just a second. So let's say I did want to make some changes to this. What I would do is I would just make them directly into here. So right here, usually authors' names are italicized, so we can put an italic there. we can add an underline here if we want to underline this. Any of those kind of things right here. We can add a drop cap feature here. Actually, we have that right here. You don't have that there. So that's why you do that. So we're going to go ahead and stop recording now, and then we'll do some